Good morning, third graders, and welcome to day 2 of our amazing writing unit, narrative writing. Session 2 is called Finding Ideas and Writing Up a Storm. So in the last week, we had been reading, actually 2 weeks ago, we had been reading Julius Lester's text, Let's Talk About Race. And we heard some really excellent writing from Julius Lester. And maybe we can use some of his writing tricks to make our own writing really excellent. Okay, so every day that we are in writing, we're going to do the same structure. So our writing curriculum is called Writer's Workshop. So every day we're going to have a mini lesson where you listen to your teacher for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then you're going to write. And then if we were in the classroom, we would have share time where people share out what they have written. But since we're not in the classroom right now, if you would like to share your writing, we'll have a space for that. Okay, so today we are going to learn how to get unstuck when you are stuck without an idea to write about. Instead of being stuck, you can think of lots of moments you have shared with someone who is important to you. Pick one of these moments and write about it. But Mrs. Halverson, I can't even think of anyone who is important to me. Whoa. If you say that to me, I'm going to say, go back to your heart map that we made last week. Look at your heart map and look at all the people and all the things that are really important to you and your identity. Choose one of those things. Think about 3 different small moment stories that you have had with those people or with that identity. Then you can write about it. So today we're going to focus on writing about someone important to you. So I know that in my heart map, I had my sisters, my husband, my daughter. This author wants you to know that there are 4 simple steps. So he writes, I want to show you an example of what I want you to do today. You can do it in 4 simple steps. Think about someone who you care about. You can find them in your heart map. List small moments that you have had together. Choose one of those moments to write about, and then write about the moment you choose. Now, scholars, I want to point out this word, moment. Oops. Moment. You're not going to want to write about a whole day because that would turn into a book of 200 pages or more. You want to think about just one special moment that you had with this person, whether it's when you read a book together or watched a sunset or went on a theme park ride. So this author wants to write about his brother. Here are a few small moments that he remembers with his small brother. Here are a few small moments that he remembers about his brother. His first memory was that his brother ran for his first touchdown and he cheered him on the sideline. His second memory was we hid behind the sofa waiting for Santa one Christmas. His third example was we ran track together and got a gold medal in the 4x4 relay race. Do you see how these are all small moments? He's not talking about the entire Christmas. He's talking about when he waited for Santa behind a couch. So after you think of your 3 moments, you need to pick one. In order to pick the moment that he wanted to write about, I am first going to think a little bit. First, I'm going to ask myself which one would be interesting to read. Then I'm going to ask myself which story would be about the right length to write about. If all of those things do not help me choose, I'm just going to pick whichever one I want to pick at the moment. Now that I've chosen a story I want to write, I'm going to make it the best story I've ever written by adding lots of details. I'm going to tell the readers answers to the questions on the next slide. Answering the what questions and how. Who is in the story? What is happening? When is it happening? Where is it happening? Why is it happening? How is it happening? You want to make sure that your story answers all of these questions so that your reader isn't confused about what you're writing about. All right, so scholars, now it's your turn. You made a beautiful writing notebook last week, so go ahead and grab it. It's your turn. You get to pick someone you care about. Write a list of small moments you have shared. Choose one of those moments and write about that moment. I will place the important information you need to guide you on the next slide. Grab your notebook and your pencil. I want to show you an example of what I want you to do today. You can do it in 4 simple steps. 1. Think about someone who you care about. 2. List small moments you have had together. 3. Choose one of those moments to write about. 4. Write about the moment you choose. Make sure to answer all of these questions in your story. So scholars, today you're going to think of someone you care about, choose a story, and write it, answering all of these questions. I want you to be writing for about 10 minutes today, okay, to really build that stamina. So after this, once you get your notebook, set a timer for 10 minutes and write. And then please upload what you have written to our Google Classroom so I can look it over and see what you did. All right, scholars, happy writing.